me that that damn driveway is my fault. And it says right here that you guys apply sealant and install control joints.
See, now you're wrong on that. Dominion has not convinced you that that driveway is your fault.
Of course, I have it in writing.
I mean, well, add in the salt factor and then add in the weather factor.
But let's back up for just a second. If it were sealed, I think we could have avoided every bit of it. But all along, Brad Morgan, you've even told me that I should have sealed it. That I was misinformed by Rich by saying need to wait a year. Folks across the street, independently, they're like, well, we were told to wait a year. We're going to wait and we're going to seal it whenever. It says right here that you guys seal it. So I can tell you right now the intent of Dominion Homes, and you guys, you're picking and choosing which you want to enforce. I can't make this stuff up, man. When I found this, after being convinced that it was all my fault and being misled that this driveway was my issue because I didn't seal it, and then they send me an email response, and you know what they do? They purposely omitted that, the sealant part. They purposely and conveniently omitted the part about them having to seal it. How convenient.
Twice.
That's
instead of having that gray, nasty.
I thought you had to give the wood time to dry out a little bit, because hell, they're laying it wet.
Yeah.
It's wet.
I mean, there may be a timetable, but I definitely know it's not a year.
No. No, I think we did ours right around 8 months, 8 or 9 months. I mean, we sealed it, yeah. But anyway, just real quick, I wanted to show you. This is the written response, because I kept telling Brad, I'm like, I need a written response. And they keep referring to the clarification addendum. But they come in here, and they say, seller has attempted to alleviate, remember this is where we saw applying a sealant. Seller has attempted to alleviate potential problems by installing control joints. They completely took out applying the sealant. And then I call them and tell them to fax me or email me my copy of the clarification addendum, and it still has sealant in it.
Well, I can honestly tell you this. I know this book has been rewritten.
Right.
And I want to say this book right here, what you see right here, has been out for like 3 or 4 years. So I mean, I haven't really gone through it. And you're right, I haven't read this thing. I've skimmed through it, you know, and I've checked on most common concerns and questions and everything. But you know, we tell the homeowners that if it's covered under the warranty, it's going to be in. There should be no gray area. There's no, you know, it's warranted if, you know what I'm saying, we have certain tolerances to certain things, you know, settlement and stuff like that has to be factored in. And the first thing, when I'm in orientation with homeowners, I tell them that concrete does 2 things. Okay, it gets hard and it cracks. If you have a